brain cancer or whatever, and then like last year they were like, okay, cell phones cause a little bit of brain cancer. It's not really that. Really? Yeah, it does. There's like a higher. But the way they did the study is they like blasted cell phone radiation at mice until they got cancer.
Oh, so they were.
But theoretically, it shouldn't be able to cause cancer because of the wavelength of the cell phone radiation.
I feel like phones update so fast they never got to finish the research.
Yeah, of course not.
Like there's scientists that are still working with like
Cuckold's Crossing,
Motorola's,
Carlton County, South Carolina. Somebody bought this. Somebody spent millions of dollars on Cuckold's Crossing.
You know it was Shkreli. You know it was Shkreli in there,
right? It'd be great if that guy, like, immediately that guy's wife fucks somebody. And he's like, come on.
Very pretty.
This is the last thing I thought would happen. Cuckold's Crossing.
How you gonna do me like this?
You're gonna sully the name of Cuckold's Crossing. Yeah, look at this. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Is there a painting? Do they have art of people fucking
to get
other
rid of all
people's
the
wives?
art. Yeah. It's all the artwork there is just fingernails embedded into the walls. The cat, man, why do those places still exist? They're like, well, we have to preserve it for historical purposes. I mean, there's a conservation effort. We have to keep these beautiful old plantations around. And it's like, it has there's no mention of slavery. It's not like they're keeping Auschwitz around. They're like, it's a beautiful house.
Yeah.
What if someone wants to live in beautiful Auschwitz? Some millionaire can spend $52 million.
Man,
turn Auschwitz into Cuckold Crossing, Germany.
Cuckold Manor.
Right. The Vulcan Cuck, or whatever the German. I don't fucking. God damn, I wish I knew German.
That's got to be next. I feel like you know a little Mandarin.
I know a little bit of Mandarin.
Know a little French. Como
little Spanish.
A little Spanish. Anything else?
I'm like if fucking if Jason Bourne went to like one day of training and he was like, yeah, this isn't really for me.
They just taught you all the verbs and then you just did.
Yeah, I'm not really into like conjugating or
none of that shit.
Memorizing social security numbers or. I'm trying to learn
fighting people.
Some Icelandic, like some Nordic.
Do you want to go to Iceland?
Yeah.
Barrow, Alaska. It's the northernmost point in the United States.
Oh shit.
Oh, I think that would suck.
It only has 2 days a year.
Ugh.
The sun comes up in January, sets in November, or something like that.
Oh, so the sun's just up.
Sun's up.
I see.
And then there's polar midnight.
Months.
Yeah.
That would get old so fast.
Yeah.
Everyone there is on meth, I presume.
It's like the average temperature year round is like 2 degrees.
Who even lives up there?
Guys like me. You know?
True.
People who couldn't get a plantation. So they went to go live with Inuits at the top of the world.
Outcasted brutes.
I would die so quickly.
Yeah.
Literally immediately I would probably freeze to death.
I think you could I mean, I don't know. I feel like you could just use the same bits again. Make some new friends. You know what I mean? I think you could dominate
comic.
Yeah, be
the best comic in Barrow, Alaska.
Yeah, I agree. I think you could do it.
I worked Skyline in Appleton, and the guy that was opening was he lived in some bullshit town in the middle of Wisconsin, and I was asking him what? So you just do comedy by yourself in this town? I can't imagine. He was like, yeah, I figure I'd just stay in Wasau and, get good in Wasau. And I was like, no, man, you got to move. You got to move somewhere where there's other people that do comedy. He's like, yeah, but I figure I'd stay in Wasau until I'm good enough to fucking move. And he's like, make the big move. And I was like, oh, where? New York, L.A. He's like, Minneapolis.
Madison.
Yeah, that was the big move.
You just go there now.
Right, yeah. He was
ready.
Waiting until he was good enough for Minneapolis. If it's so great, folks, why does it have Minnie in the name? Riddle me this. You fucking Fargo pieces of shit.
Fargo the movie
Okay.
pieces of shit or TV show?
Both. They're
pieces of
both
shit?
good.
But, okay.
It's easily you could
They
reference
really are.
either.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy that like the amount of shows on now that aren't very good, that are like barely original ideas, and then someone said out there like, yeah, I'm just gonna copy that movie, you know, and then I'm just gonna call it the same thing, and they're all gonna talk the same, and the characters gonna be just derivatives of characters
kind
from
of
the
the same,
movie,
yeah.
Mhm.
and it's like the best show that's been on TV in like 10 years.
Some shit just works, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not enough people talking about that Midwest rage.
yeah.
Yeah.
How about a show called Fago, and it's about juggalos?
Oh my God,
love it.
bruh.
Ewan McGregor has like 3 different types of juggalos.
He gains 300 pounds.
Mm-hmm. Yo, that actor got so fat for no reason in season 2 of Fargo. Just he played like Todd on Breaking Bad. He was like the main guy on Fargo season 2, and he gained like 100 pounds for the role. And it's like, just cast someone different. I don't know.
That's how I've always
This poor
felt
man's so
about
fat.
that, like actors gaining and losing weight. But I think they just do it because it makes them feel good about their craft.
Does it?
I think so. It
About
makes
their
them feel
Kraft
like
mac and cheese.
Yeah,
That's what
there
makes
it
them-
is.
it's like finally they have an excuse to eat a bunch of food, and then people, you know, make them feel good about it because it's hard to gain and lose weight.
Yeah.
It
I mean,
is
it's
a great.
easy to
Yeah,
gain weight, but it's like hard to lose it. You know?
it's a good bit. That's a great bit on Instagram. Just losing weight
Yeah.
and telling everybody.
When I'm a
you did it.
famous actor, I'm going to go fat movie, thin movie, fat movie, thin
Mhm.
movie, fat movie, thin movie.
Yeah,
Until they, throw me in jail.
True.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because you're gonna be too good of an actor if you do
Yeah.
that.
It does feel like an excuse sometimes.
Yeah,
Or people can just like be like, I did it. I got fat as shit. And then they're like, oh, it was my like the shittiest performance in the world, but you gained
Yeah.
like 400 pounds.
They-
You're like, you don't understand. I'm not just a patient. I'm an English patient. I'm like, that's not your
enough,
line,
bro.
dude.
Yes.
like, listen,
supposed to say
I lost
that.
a lot of weight. For
All right,
this.
who's this Schindler guy? What's this list everyone keeps talking about?
Schindler's grocery list.
Yes. Can you please memorize your lines? No, I'm busy eating for the role.
We
They're
didn't ask you to
It's
do that.
literally you're supposed to be in Auschwitz. We don't know why you gained so much weight.
I'm an actor.
Yeah.
An assistant bringing you cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
You're in those Nazi camp pajamas.
Yeah. Just the actor that gets super fat for every movie. Adrian Brody gained over 700 pounds for The Pianist.
Couldn't even sit down at the piano.
Just struggling to breathe. 400 pounds to play Stephen Hawking. They're like, do you know who Stephen Hawking is?
Benedict Cumberbatch just gets super fat for what was that?
The Imitation Game?
Yeah, Alan Turing.
Yeah, the
He's like-
Entenmann's Game.
He's like, I'm fat and gay.
I'm already making the T-shirt.
Yeah,
Did you say
the
it?
Entenmann's Game starring Benedict Cumberbatch. Alan Turing.
Mm-hmm.
That guy liked custard, huh?
Oh, hey.
Did he? Who knows? I don't even
Oh, I
know.
thought that was a gay thing.
Oh, it could be. You were telling me about gay.com's got their own music playlist.
Oh, bro, yeah, they every year they drop a playlist every season. I had the gay.com year 2000 winter playlist.
Ooh.
And the cover is just, it's like a cartoon cover, but it's like just a dude in a ski suit that's like half open, and he's got some hot cocoa,
Mhm.
and he's got skis on. Like, yeah, what about?
Snow, or is he
Ski
just sort of
suits.
walking around with skis on?
I think he's just walking around with skis on,
Yeah.
just showing them off,
That's a
showing
cool
off the
look.
gams.
Ski suits are fantastic, and I wish that you could wear them all the time.
Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all.
He was right.
Yeah.
That was like the way. I mean, pantsuits are just great.
I wish I could wear all black, like lycra shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I just wanna you go black crew neck sweatshirt,
Right,
gray sweats for the pants,
Mm-hmm.
right.
orthopedic black Reeboks,
Yeah.
Scully, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're just Mick from Rocky.
Forever and ever.
That's
That's a great look.
right.
Can you wear the New Balances? Does the Klan still have New Balances?
Oh yeah, that's theirs.
That's
It's not
theirs?
the Klan. It's the Proud Boys. It's the Gavin guys.
Ah,
They wear Fred Perry polos and New Balances.
I'm keeping mine. Fuck that.
Your New Balances?
Some DC shit. I saw a guy. I was in DC a couple weeks ago, and I saw a black dude in New Balances. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, we still got him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still
I
here.
don't think. I think that's.
They're the
just
best
say that
made
they're
shoe for
theirs.
sure. They last forever. You can get buy a pair of 504s and wear those shoes for 9 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I got these 992s to be Black Steve Jobs. I was doing a bit.
Oh,
where I
yeah?
was Black Steve Jobs. So I got the same shoes he wore
Yeah.
in all the fucking press conferences.
He had
That's
great
cool.
style.
What would Black Steve Jobs invent?
I think he
The diabetes? Right?
He's-
Yeah, I don't know.
he's still using a Nextel for sure.
Yeah.
He's bringing back chirp.
He's like Steve Jobs. You can scream at people anywhere, and he's like, "Check this out. You're blown off work that day. But you want to talk to your friend who's also blown off work.
Damn, I did that shit like a few years. I forgot what Black Steve Jobs even.
Oh, you
invented.
used it as a bit.
Yeah. It was
Oh,
just
okay.
I was just like,
It's just Steve Urkel.
Yeah,
It's Black
basically.
Steve Jobs.
yeah.
Oh, okay. This new phone, you can fuck Laura. Finally. I can finally fuck Laura.
Remember when they actually let him fuck Laura? That was like
Yeah.
the last year of the show.
Yeah, it
they
was.
changed networks, and they were like, "Fuck it, he fucks Laura."
Well, he
now.
was an astronaut. I mean, he was an astronaut
Yeah,
that like
he
saved
did
the
it.
world, didn't he?
So you gotta let him fuck after that.
Yeah. That's a powerful message for kids. That if you just continually harass and pursue a woman that's told you no a million times,
Yeah.
eventually she'll run out of options, and then she'll have to date you. The
Yeah,
nerd.
because you
Well, but
save
you
the
have
world.
to be a scientist, though.
Yeah, it only works for scientists.
Yeah, you
Oh,
got to be a
that's for sure.
scientist. You can't just like.
Science division.
you, Laura.
That happened on Sister Sister too, right? One of them dates Roger.
Roger.
But he got hot, so
Yeah.
Yeah, he started
That's-
wearing cool shades.
Over like
Yeah.
one summer. No, he like
He-
grew.
no,
he
he's
grew
got,
like
like-
a foot and a half.
yeah.
yeah,
And
What's his
he-
name? Batman. That was his like art musical.
yeah.
name?
It was
It
immature. Was the name of the group. Manager was like, "Who's that white dude that was running In Sync and shit?
oh,
The weird creepy guy
I don't
used to wear the
remember.
Letterman
yeah,
jackets?
Yeah,
There was like a black version of that guy, Chris Stokes.
yeah. Okay.
He was like, I don't know if he was fucking any of them, but then there was another boy group that he managed like later, because that was like the 90s.
Uh-huh.
She had another group called B2K.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember
B2K
I
and Nick
love
Cannon.
B2K.
Yeah, so he was like fucking one of the dudes from B2K.
Really? Which
yeah,
one?
and then he like came out. I forgot who it was. Was it Raz B?
Raspy.
It might have been Raz B.
shit.
Marquez Houston, better known by his stage name Batman.
Yeah.
That was
I
his,
didn't know
was
he had
Batman.
a stage name. I thought that
Yeah.
because I remember when he came out with the song, but I
It's
didn't
weird that they let
realize-
you do that.
Just be
Have
Batman.
a-
Just be Batman.
Yeah, that seems.
How come Batman
like-
couldn't sue?
I feel it. Yeah, I feel like he must have been able to.
And then the real Batman's in court.
Yeah.
This is a defamation of character.
I'm not a black guy. I was never a nerd.
I never had braids.
Oh man, it must be easy to have a twin. You know,
Yeah.
just
Oh,
guaranteed a career in Hollywood. There's not a single group of twins
That isn't
hasn't-
famous. That's true.
Creepiest thing that I saw when I came to LA was I was like working, running a photo booth at this club, and the guy who I guess he was a manager or something for the photo booth company, and these two girls came by who were twins and very scantily clothed or whatever, and he just turns to me and he's like, "Twins, nice." And I thought he was joking, and he wasn't joking. And then he
Why would he say that to a girl?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't understand when other dudes do that to me. It's like it's always some sexless fucking nerd that will be like, boobs. You know, I'm like, who the fuck are you? Why are you
I know.
trying to relate to me?
That's why I thought it was a joke for a second. And then he was like all over them, and he was like, and he kept like making eye contact with me and like being like,
I work with this Puerto Rican guy sometimes that catcalls women, and it's so funny. It's like I can't do it, but he can, and you can't really tell him he can't because that's like his culture.
Yeah, and like Spanish dudes always say "mom." Basically, hey, what's up, mommy?
Yeah.
"Mommy,
Yeah, mommy, mamacita. What's mamacita?
little mommy,
Little
oh,
mom.
okay.
What's up, little mom?
Little
With
mom.
your butt.
Momette.
Little mom.
Excuse me, Momette.
That shit will happen on the bus to me
Yeah.
sometimes, just dudes. I think, man, damn, one of like the first times I took the bus in LA, there was this dude. I don't know what age any of these fools were, but it seemed like it was like an older guy, and he was with like two younger kids, and he was like extra hype on the bus, like he was like letting everybody know he wasn't gay. Like when he got on the bus, he was like, "Hey, I ain't down with that gay shit." Straight up.
It's like,
He's like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
I miss riding the bus, man. There's always so many good bus stories. I remember I was on the bus one time and there was this like extremely day laborer looking dude,
Mhm.
and this was back in the Nextel days. And he's sitting on the bus, and like I'm like across from him, and the bus is packed, and his phone starts ringing. And you know, he's like a fucking 5'2" Guatemalan guy covered in plaster, you know, like, and his phone
his
starts
white
ringing.
hands,
Yeah.
yeah.
And his fucking ringtone goes off, and it's like, I'm toxic, and it's like he had like toxic as his fucking ringtone, and he's like, hello. That's a fucking. It was the funniest
That's
shit.
so
man.
And this is back when ringtones were like $6.
Yeah. He went and deliberately got toxic. As
He
his
had to
ringtone.
buy a Visa gift card.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a
Just
great
get-
song. That
Yeah.
song is so good, and it does.
Yeah.
I remember
transcend
Holds
borders.
up.
It's so good.
on the
Definitely
bus with
holds
my friend Brianna one time, and Brianna was like a very fat black woman.
Right.
And we were like talking the whole time, and there's like other people we were talking. There's like these other like black dudes and Puerto Rican dudes, or you know whatever El Salvadorian dudes on like the bus. And then she got off the bus, and I was like, "All right, see you later." And then she leaves, and they're all like at the window staring at her. They're like, "Damn!" They're like, "Are you fucking that or whatever?" And I'm like, "No." And they're like, "Oh, what? Why not?" You know, they're like blown away that I wasn't fucking this like
This is my nurse.
350 pounds
Oh,
like woman I just knew.
that's why like sometimes like I don't care that much about like cat calls or anything, because it's like
Mhm.
you can just feel like the loneliness and the sadness of people.
I'm
just,
dying.
like, coming through.
Yeah.
Hello, ma'am.
Ma'am, hello.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm dying.
Man with the legs.
I'm so lonely. Oh, you've got nice hair.
I'm
It's
so alone.
keeping me through the day.
If you don't they're making me become gay.
That's what I hear when I get catcalled. That's exactly what.
Has anybody ever done a bit where it's like a old, like, just a middle-aged white guy catcalling on the street? Like, you know, like white guy. Like, like Protestant, like.
Yeah,
Like long sleeve polo.
BuzzFeed did that bit as like an informational video. Yeah, like why catcalling is bad. It's like it's all just white guys.
Oh, they're like when that girl walked down the street or whatever.
Yeah.
No, because they didn't have any white guys in the video, and that was a complaint.
Oh, so they had to add a
Yeah,
white guy.
BuzzFeed comedy did like what guys are really saying when they catcall, and it's like a bunch of white guys being like, "Hey, girl, I have to yell at you because I'm like full of insecurities," and it's like, why is that white guy talking like that?
Yeah, what's happening?
Why is is it because you know exactly who's actually doing
Oh,
the
like,
catcalling? Is that the problem?
Why is that white guy got a do-rag on?
Yeah. Yeah. Malibu.
What's up, shorty? Name Glenn.
Right. Well, it's so offensive. It's like if you're gonna like make it, just make them regular white guys. I don't understand
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
It's like here's a BuzzFeed video about not paying child support, and it's like I'm paying that shit. It's like that's a fucking white dude. It's like make him talk like a white guy.
Yeah, they could. They should have done it like, hey, ladies, white guys talk about your butt behind your back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should have just did it like that.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
Let the
That's
lady
so
walk
much
by.
creepier. White guys like talking about it afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's much worse.
I don't know. That whole conversation gets like it's so easily gets into like fucked up territory, which is why I think people stop talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were like, oh, well, the reason there's no white guys is because they're, you know, at work. I was like,
Oh shit!
it's like, what? Don't say that. That makes it so much worse. Well, of course there's no white guys in it. They're all at jobs. They're all working jobs instead of hanging out outside all day.
Every white
screaming
guy is
at women.
employed.
Yeah.
Acceptable to just like scream at people on the street like whatever you're thinking about them.
Of course,
like,
first of all, it's legal. You can do that.
Oh, of course it's legal, but like
somebody screamed "Happy Cinco de Mayo, bitch" at me yesterday, and I was like, "I'm not a bitch." That was the end of it. I'm not like, all right, well, I need to start a non-profit to deal with the issue of Cinco de Mayo harassment.
Well, maybe you should.
Yeah, that would be a good way to funnel more money into my pockets.
I mean,
somebody yelled at me one time.
We got to
put a stop to this. First of all, it's cultural appropriation to say Cinco de Mayo. Did you see Mike Huckabee's tweet?
Oh, about eating a whole tub of salsa.
Mike Huckabee tweeted, he's like, "Happy Cinco de Mayo. I'm going to drink an entire jar of salsa, watch Speedy Gonzales cartoons."
Oh, my God.
Right, and take like a nap on a cactus. Whatever the last one was is.
I think a hammock.
And watch a woman fuck a donkey.
Because a nap.
Possibly do.
Oh, my God. He's just terrible.
Get knifed down.
That's another good political take from me. Mike Huckabee is terrible.
Oh, that guy's...
Yeah, I didn't even know.
He stinks. P.U. is what I say about him.
I thought he was like kind of a regular dude. And now you tell me he's dropping Speedy Gonzales. I don't know, man.
He's a regular dude in terms of personality. In fact, he might be personality-wise.
Yeah, just on
not
TV.
On the issues. Yeah. My favorite politician.
He seems pretty...
He's the funniest guy in the world.
Well, he's definitely like... I appreciate his creativity.
Yeah,
and
because he's so bad. He's so bad at writing jokes.
He did bring Speedy Gonzales back.
Yeah, I know that's like a good specific that not everyone could think of. That's I wouldn't have thought of it if I was thinking of
my congressman. Wouldn't have thought of that
racist.
Shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
my alderman. He don't got no fucking comedic timing.
I don't have any funny Congress people.
Yeah, you can't do improv games with the fucking none of them fools.
Yeah, none of them.
Yeah, that's the problem with Congress.
Do more improv
for a bunch of clowns. They're not very funny.
That's why we got to get more comedians.
Yeah. Well,
comedians
I feel like
in Congress?
The entire government's just going to be celebrities in the next 20 years.
Yeah.
Oh, The Rock was saying that he wants to run for president.
He's gonna win.
Yeah, it's the whole government is gonna be
every single
celebrity. So like
every single
the president will be The Rock.
Yeah.
But Congress will still be like
it'll just be John Cena. The entirety of Congress will be John Cena. Just doing the fucking whatever that thing where he shakes his hand in front of his face. Yeah,
that's every hearing.
Right, everyone's dying because they don't have medicine. And he's just doing that at the C-SPAN cameras. Everything's a turnbuckle, so he's getting on top of it and doing the fucking hand over the face thing. Have you seen the video of him announcing the death of Osama bin Laden?
No, whoa.
That is such a good video.
It's amazing.
We have compromised to a permanent end. Osama bin Laden. And then everyone's like, USA, USA. Is the only way any news should be delivered.
Yeah.
Like in a
wrestling event?
Yeah. Dude. I think it's honestly, it's kind of fucked up that Trump didn't let Cena fire Comey.
Yeah.
We have compromised to a permanent end the career of James Comey.
Then the Undertaker puts him in a casket.
Right. He yous James Comey through a...
Choke slams him.
Yeah.
James Comey's just like, is this a joke?
Yeah.
Is it a joke?
I saw a wrestling thing when I was a kid at like USA Arena where it was the Undertaker versus Yokozuna. Remember Yokozuna?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's just like this like sumo wrestler.
I thought that Yokozuna was like the Yokozuna. I didn't realize that Yokozuna was like a weight class in sumo.
Oh shit, yeah. I
thought he was like, that was like, Japan does the sumo thing. This is the guy. He's not Yokozuna. And he wasn't just some fat piece of shit. Wasn't he like, he was like Mexican, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
There's no way he was actually Japanese.
Yeah.
But I just saw the Undertaker like choke slam him in the casket.
I was never into wrestling, but the one thing I do remember is when was it the Undertaker dragged Big Show's dead dad like for behind his car, or maybe it wasn't the Undertaker, it was somebody.
They're always doing something.
I remember that's where I learned the term terminal in relation to disease was from wrestling.
Nice,
because his dad had terminal cancer.
That means the kind where you die.
For anyone that says that wrestling is dumb, okay, I learned a word from him.
You ever get in trouble for doing suck it?
Oh yeah, yeah. Me and Adam talked about that.
Oh for sure.
I met fucking X-Pac 2 years ago.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
How's he doing?
Well, it was weird because I went on Kurt's podcast, and I was doing a character, and X-Pac was there, and like to everyone else, I was clearly a character, but I was
Xbox thought this shit was
he
real.
didn't. I thought it was real. I said I was a transracial student from the granola college, and that I identified as many different races other than white, and you can't tell me. I think this is like right around when the Dolezal thing happened. But afterwards, Xbox like, hey, are you really like a transracial guy? I was like, no, man, I'm a comedian. It's like a bit we're doing for the show. And he was like, oh, okay, cool.
I wish I'd seen that sex tape he did. Remember,
I've seen it. Yeah, you can see it. It's online.
I gotta get that.
Yeah,
I hope it's on Pornhub.
Yeah, it's weird. I've never watched any celebrity sex tape. Like, I've just accidentally seen parts of them.
Yeah, that's why I can never do it, because it's like, okay, I'm watching porno to come. I want to laugh separate from my pants being off. It's like, it's just not, celebrities don't fuck good.
Yeah,
they're just celebrities.
I saw Dog the Bounty. I was at a birthday party, and Dog the Bounty Hunter was there too.
And why every dude with a sex tape got a mullet?
That's true.
It's a lot of wrestlers, right?
It's a lot of wrestlers.
Basically,
old 80s rock dudes.
Yeah.
We were talking about JCVD or Time Cop.
Yeah.
And I probably said this on the podcast too before, but I love in Time Cop where they, the beginning of the movie, it's like 1994, right? And then they jump to 2004. That's the time frame.
Yeah.
So in 94, it's like when they filmed the movie, JCVD, no mullet, right? No mullet at all. But then they cut forward to 2004, and he's got a mullet. They were like, "Oh, it'll come back. It's gonna come. It'll be back by then for sure."
The writers had many meetings.
Yeah, it tried to do a little comeback, probably around like 2007. Remember, people had like Euro mullets.
Yeah, no, I think it.
Kanye had a weird, like shaved shag.
Yeah,
going on.
Yeah, well, they went so crazy. Like, if you look at old pictures of like Stamos. Or like you work any shitty comedy club, and all the headshots on the wall where like everyone is like, it's all men wearing eyeliner with like the fluffiest, like that's got to be like a $900 mullet.
Yeah,
that you paid
the layers on it.
Yeah, and then it's like Dirk Rogers, the fucking best comic in Alabama. The guy died of like testicular cancer in 1998. Doing his fucking, I mean, it's the fucking headshot walls at comedy clubs is a sad story.
It is it's the most fun part is just looking at the.
Did you ever go to Wiseacres?
Nah, I wasn't around.
Man. Dude, that Wiseacres wall.
The fallen soldiers.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
That one, my favorite one was just, it was a guy in front of a drum set, and then it just said the drum comic. And I can't imagine.
He had too many sticks.
How bad of a fucking show that was to see.
That's so fun.
It's just not a comic. It's a different thing. It's like a chef. It's like, the chef comedian. Nope, it's a chef.
I mean, that sounds great. Just going in, you start out with one rhythm, you end up with a different one. It's crazy.
Yeah. I want to be the steel drum comedian.
There you go. Do it.
Yeah.
You
can be.
There isn't one now.
Yeah.
There used to be a dude who used to play the steel drum in front of the Giant in Columbia Heights on 14th Street.
They had like an R.I.P. to some road dog whose like heart exploded. They had like the article about it on the wall of Wiseacres. Yeah, pretty much. Like a beloved member of this community.
I gotta get old. I used to look at Richard Belzer's headshot at the Improv all the time.
Yeah,
I want to copy
from
it.
like 1981.
Yeah, and it's like him just by the fucking.
Dude, they got some fucking old headshots there. Yeah, for like a club.
I got to redo some of those shot for shot.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of my plan. Black and white with a vest on.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And it's like a very elaborate Pierre Cardin.
Yeah, it's cool. Some of them have like Bill Burr's old headshot when he was Billy Burr.
Lil Billy Burr.
Yeah. Those are always weird. I guess we should end this one on a banger. So I got a sketch not prepared, but we're going to go to Wikipedia and then hit random page.
Okay.
And then we're going to riff on it.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Throw up the lob.
This is Nathaniel Tarn. So Nathaniel Tarn is an American poet, essayist, anthropologist. So Dana,
Poet,
do you have anything on
start.
that?
All right, sounds like he sucks. What an idiot.
Here's mine. Nathaniel Tarn. What in Tarnation? Who is that? Okay, well, that's the episode. Thanks, guys, for hanging out.
Thanks for having
me.
Yeah, you guys.
That was great.
We'll be back next week for the final Come Town West.
Yeah.
Before I return to Saudi Arabia, where I do Come Town Far East. Yeah.
I wish you safe
Come
travels.
Town Far East. That'd be good. Yeah.
Can you enter a gong? Put a gong in.
Yeah.
Right there.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna make Stav become Chinese. We're gonna get back, but Stav lost his front tooth.
What?
Yeah, he's got some weird disease.
Just eating pussy too much?
I guess. I mean, he already looked like a baby, right?
Yeah.
Bald, and now he's got like a missing tooth.
Oh my god.
It's so funny. I mean, he's fucked, dude. I mean, I hate myself, but I can't imagine, being...
He should just wear a bonnet now.
Yeah, he should.
Laying in.
Mm-hmm.
The Gerber grown up.
He's going to have to convince women to breastfeed him. That's going to be how he handles his horniness.
You know he's willing to, so that's a start.
I feel like it's unfair to talk about him without him being able to sit here and just go, no, bitch, no, and not refute any of these things because
He's
they're
doing it online.
they're
When he
objective
posts
fact.
He'll leave
he
the
won't listen to
comments.
this.
Oh yeah, true.
Adam and Stav won't listen to this show.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, good.
I don't listen to
I mean,
fucking
Yeah, I don't
podcasts.
listen. I'm not going to listen to the last few minutes.
Yeah,
very...
Jamel, you can kiss my ass. I'm not going to hear myself say that
Yeah.
to me.
Right.
Yeah, why would I?
What kind of psychopath do you have to be to listen to yourself on a recording?
That you had already.
Yeah.
Right.
Honestly, bro, I do. I listen to everything line for line, and I have a dry erase board.
Do you?
And then I take notes, and then I take pictures of the notes. Then I wipe the board off.
Mm-hmm.
That's it,
I've tried to do dry erase boards multiple times in my life.
Felt too real. Wasn't real.
Really trying to gauge how serious you were
my
about
bad.
that. No, because sometimes, I mean, if it's for like, people take comedy stuff very seriously. If you're like doing that for your jokes, I couldn't be like, that's stupid.
I've listened to every Come Town I've been on and did 100 push-ups.
How about Nathaniel Tard?
That's already better.
Nathaniel
It took you 2
Tarn.
minutes.
So yeah, let's go ahead and we're going to vandalize this Wikipedia page right now for Nathaniel Tarn and change it to Nathaniel Tard.
Oh, it's jailbroken.
And yeah, and I'm going to get. Here's what you guys can do.
Nathaniel Tarna, the inventor of the chicken Tarna, Zanku chicken.
Nathaniel Tard.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He's an American poet and Tard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to edit this, and then they're going to change it back, and then you guys, the listeners, are going to go on Wikipedia and continue to change it back to Nathaniel Tard until they have to lock this article, until it ruins some nerd's day.
There'll also be a poll. Text 875 with the word yes if you think Nathaniel Tarn should be gay and retarded,
Yeah.
or no if you think he should just
Text
be
joke
either
to
or.
FAGGOT if you would like to hear more. I'm going to do a find and replace on this. New note.
Control F,
Paste. Yeah.
baby.
Control F. Replace. Place Tarn with Tard.
Nailed it.
There we go. And we're going to save. This is nice. This feels like a Bob Ross How to Vandalize Wiki.